welcome.
How
Couch
you
Beers
doing?
Nation Republic. Sorry.
I'm hiding under my hat.
Hey, yeah. This is the working hard edition, apparently.
I'm wearing my dirtiest clothes. I've been wearing the same shirt and pants for about 3 weeks without washing them. Not all day, but like a portion of the day.
What about your undergrounders there?
No, change those.
Oh, whew.
Change those mostly every day. Sometimes you go a couple days without a shower. You know how it is.
You can dry shampoo the gooch? Yeah, I get that.
I don't think I've ever done that, but yeah, that might work.
I think that works.
I think this is a Couch Beers podcast first. A bottle of beer.
Oh.
You ready?
Let me help you out
We
there,
usually
yeah.
do the cracks on.
Yeah. Should we both mic them up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Ready?
Double mic. Ready?
3, 2,
I broke it.
fail.
Missed. Try again. 3, 2.
That was kind of pathetic.
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
Should have shook it up a little.
I broke the seal on the first try.
Oh. How long have you been drinking today?
It's my first. Sorry.
So is this a
Sorry to
bottle
disappoint.
opener or is this a key?
It's a key. I got it from work. It's the keys that we use to open our electrical cabinets. It's like a
Oh.
very standard key. But they put this thing on the end. It's a little loop with a hook on it. And the only thing I could see this being used for is a bottle opener. So I feel like they put this bottle opener end here on purpose.
I mean, clearly an engineering feat, right? I mean, that's
It must be.
brilliant, really.
Multi-purpose. Yep.
So tell me, so this is, as the day of this airing, it is December 7th.
It's my brother's birthday today,
Happy birthday,
Evan.
Kevin.
Evan with an E.
Kevin!
No.
Happy birthday. 33 years young.
Not quite. I had to think about it.
Oh, 34 years young?
Nope.
Okay. Well, happy birthday, Evan.
He's an avid listener.
No, really?
I'm pretty sure he watches the videos. Hi. We wave.
Yo. I'm wearing sweats, I think, for the first time in this.
No, you showed up one day looking like me when you were working on your place.
Yeah. With sweats like this, though? I don't know.
I think so. Pretty sure you were wearing sweats.
If you can verify the episode, you can maybe become a guest.
Last time we tried to pull that, it didn't go very good. I mean, I guess we eventually got to our goal.
We got
but
double views because everyone was so loyal, and they went back and listened and watched every single episode.
yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna go back and search for the one you were in sweatpants. I guess it probably wouldn't take that long.
Or would it?
Or would it? It's a good question.
But yeah. So how was your Thanksgiving, Tim? December 7th.
Yeah, it was really good. Hung
Cool.
out with my family. Alyssa went home, so she was hanging out with her family.
Yeah. New Hope.
It was good.
Very good. That's good to hear.
You know what I was thinking about today? This is probably the last episode we'll do this year.
That's okay. You were thinking that because I
Yeah.
was thinking it, but then you were like quick to say it was your brother's birthday, and I was like, all right, maybe he's thinking another episode in a couple weeks.
No, I think this is because I'll be pretty busy coming around Christmas time.
Yeah, I'll be ugly busy, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, all right. Yeah,
So this was one full year. We basically we did our first episode in January. I think we recorded the secret unaired episode 0 in 2019. No, 2020, right?
Yeah.
What year is it? 2020, the end.
I
Like
was like
December.
2019. Holy cow, where was I?
Yeah, and then
When
then
was
we actually did the first episode right at the beginning of January, I'm pretty sure.
That's
So
almost about right.
Almost 1
Episode
year. of
0 was
Couch Beers.
pretty sick. I mean, I think.
It was.
Why
it
didn't
was
we
fine.
air it?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it was a lot of tests.
Maybe it'll be the Christmas special. Maybe. I've made that joke every time we've talked about it, but
Yeah.
maybe eventually it'll actually get aired.
Well, yeah, and I think throughout this year, we've definitely, I feel like we've kind of got a rhythm in the last few times, at least, of like, I always talk about LinkedIn.
Yep.
You always talk about crypto.
Yeah. I've been told to stop, but
Who's telling you, Kevin?
I will not say.
Ah, okay.
So, fun fact.
Oh.
I had a list of things written down. This wasn't even on my list. I just thought of it.
A
Another
list
one
of
of our avid listeners, Hannah. She's one of Alyssa's friends that I've gotten to know. She just got a brand new puppy. It's a golden doodle. His name is Gus, and we met him the other day. He's adorable.
Oh.
So I told Alyssa when we're done working on the house, she has to get me a puppy for my birthday next year. I don't think she will, but I've planted the seed.
Nice.
I knew you were going to say something. I regretted saying that immediately.
What do you mean? A seed grows into usually a tree, but in your case, perhaps a puppy or a child.
Puppy.
Okay, a puppy child.
A puppy child. Yeah, but I mean, dogs are awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I wish I wasn't allergic. Knock on wood.
You could get a hypoallergenic dog.
Yeah, some of them are good, some of them are not. I know, like, labradoodles. It's the lab. Like, labs are the absolute worst for me.
Yeah, I've heard
There's
that.
a scientist out there listening. Fix me. I don't know. I don't want to do those shots because I feel like that's not a solution because you have to keep doing it.
Really?
Yeah, I know the shots. It's like, I think you do them like once every week, and then after you build up like a tolerance, it's once every month, and then I don't know, but that's a hell of a lot of work, and I don't think insurance covers for it. Because it's like
it's not required.
Right, you're not technically disabled when you're allergic to dogs.
Right.
Just don't have a dog. That's kind of like the cure.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I could see you with like a little tiny yippy dog.
bitch.
A little tiny bitch.
Well, if a cat's larger than it, it's not a dog.
You've been around our friend Jake and Cassie's dog, right? Did you have allergic reactions to that?
I do, but they keep a tight ship. They clean. I think they do a hella vacuum and like wipe down of everything before I get there.
Yeah.
I don't ask. They
It's
just do it because they're considerate. Yeah. So.
Well, hey, how about this?
Oh.
If I get a dog, I'll try to keep it out of this room just for you.
Okay. Well, then when we watch movies, then I'm gonna be.
Then you're gonna be screwed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Speaking of that, so
speaking of me being screwed, all right.
Last time we did an episode with Sam. Shout out Sam. Thanks for coming on. It was a good time. We'd watch movie in my little movie room, family room, whatever you want to call it, and we sat on the futon. Next time you're here, the futon will be gone.
How was it speaking of getting screwed?
No, you're talking about watching a movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant because.
No.
Because I was like, yeah, what did I say? I got something about I got screwed, and you're just like, speaking of that. I was like, oh, okay.
No.
Where's this going? Very good.
No, and it's not that. It's only half exciting because I ordered a sectional in July or August. I think it was August. And they told me it would get delivered like some September to December, sometime in that range. So I called them in October. They said, yeah, it looks like it'll be the end of the year. So and then I called them a couple weeks ago. They're like, we have one piece. We're waiting on the other piece. So it's like a sofa and then a chaise. So the
I don't
chaise,
know what that is, but
it's
cool.
like the part where it's longer. So you like put your feet up, on the
Oh,
corner.
the thing that's really awkward, like you can't sit on unless you're laying down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And they were like, yeah, if we have the sofa part, we're waiting for the chaise part. I'm like, do you know when it's going to get delivered? They're like, looks like it's going to be February. But they called me yesterday and they said, hey, if you want us to deliver just the sofa part so you have something to sit on, we can do that. I'm like, yes.
Is it free delivery?
Yep.
For both of them? I don't like when
Actually,
they use technical
remember.
terms.
I don't remember. They had two options. One of them, they just deliver it to your doorstep, or one of them, they like bring it downstairs and like, we'll put it in the house for you. So I said, just put it on the doorstep. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Not in the garage?
They'll probably put it in the garage, yeah.
Okay.
So that's coming on Thursday. So by the time this gets released,
dope. Yeah.
I will hopefully have half a sectional.
Yeah. I don't like just off topic, but I don't like when folks in an industry use terms that common folk don't know.
Like what?
Like the chaise situation.
Oh.
Like if someone was like, yeah, the sofa comes with a chaise, I'd be like, what the hell is that?
Well, you got to have a name for it.
Call it something that I would get then.
The
like,
lay down part.
That would be better. Seriously though, like
so Alyssa also ordered a sectional, and hers has a corner chaise, which is different. It's basically an extended chaise, and instead of just like the back of the couch being the one side, there's like a back of the couch down the end and then around the corner too. So there is like another seat you can sit on like a normal human. But then it extends farther so you can lay down.
Cool.
It's kind of weird.
So is that called like a double chaise?
No,
or
it's
like
called a corner
chaise
chaise. Corner chaise.
See, that's like dumb. I mean, it's like going to I don't know, it's like going somewhere and then saying like, give me that thing that the flowers are in. You mean a vase? I mean, everyone knows what a vase is, but you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's one of those things that like once you start looking at
like
sectionals,
it's like
you learn the words.
It's like if you went into a furniture store and said, "I'll take that chair or love seat thing." You mean the Davenport? I would slap them, I think.
Is that an actual term? I'm not actually
Davenport,
sure.
Yeah.
What about
Those are
ottoman?
like
Do you know what an
people-
ottoman is?
That's like the thing you put your foot on that you can put shit in, crap in.
Yeah. So is it okay to call it an ottoman since you know what it is?
See, I would say that's like a commoner's term.
I think chaise is a commoner's term.
Liar, you're wrong. When have you heard that outside of a furniture store?
Well, that's just what it's called. That's the part of the couch.
But you don't know what a
chaise.
Davenport is?
No.
Interesting.
What is it?
It's like a sofa thing.
Really?
I hate doing this because
it doesn't upset me that I don't know what it is. Like it seems like
what
it's
is a
upsetting
Davenport?
Here's the definition of Davenport. A large upholstered sofa, typically able to be converted into a bed.
Boom.
You. Oh, okay.
So essentially,
is it a sofa bed but bigger?
Sofa bed would be the commoner's term, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you want a word that's like self-explanatory, like sofa bed. You mean?
Well, ottoman's not really self-explanatory.
That's true.
I just know what that is.
Foot story.
Foot story.
Place. Foot story furniture.
What's the story? I don't get that piece.
You put storage in there.
Oh, storage. Foot storage. Foot locker.
There you go.
All right. Anyway.
We do have one fact checker.
Oh, one
this week, and it was not an official submission. It was an in-person submission. I met up with some of my high school friends.
Okay.
And one of them said that he was listening to the podcast and he heard the part where we were talking about the $600 reporting requirements, which got blocked, by the way.
The whole thing, or did they change the dollar amount?
Don't know.
Okay. Anyway, continue.
And you were bringing up that there's already $10,000 reporting requirements.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah. But you said that it's cumulative. So if you spend or receive $10,000 throughout the year, it gets reported, which is in fact not true.
Oh, I thought that was for the proposed law.
Not sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm just taking his word for it. So
gotcha. Okay. No. Yeah, I thought I was. Yeah, it's per transaction. It's not cumulative.
Okay.
But the proposed law, I believe, was cumulative. If I were to try to correct myself in the past, I haven't listened to myself nor. So he's probably right.
Okay. So you're admitting defeat.
I'm not going to say that. I think I'm guessing he misheard. That's where I'm going.
That could be. I'm not taking sides here.
That's fine. I know who it is.
I don't think you do.
Oh, I do.
Anyway, yeah, there you go. There's our one fact check. The problem is people have stopped like texting me or emailing in fact checks. They just tell me in person. I'm going to forget them immediately, so
it's on you guys.
Yep.
And they clearly must not be facts if they're just saying, by the way, that's wrong.
Well, it actually came up in conversation, and he thought that he had remembered hearing it somewhere else. Or something. I don't remember. I don't remember how it happened, but
Cool.
someone's at our door.
Well, you got any other bits, or do you want me to
The only thing I got left is,
jump into my...
I think it was here last time you were here. I bought a garage heater. It's the best investment I've ever made.
Best investment you've ever made?
That's what I told Alyssa today. Because it's like today it was like 1 degree outside. And I was outside in the garage working on stuff. For my brother's birthday, I gave him a, my mom had this old like wooden chest that it was like covered in carpet. And It was kind of like a little bit of the trim was kind of falling apart. But I took it apart, sanded it all down, took the carpet off, kind of cleaned it up, refinished it, and gave it to my brother as a birthday present today. And I spent the last, 3 weeks or so working on it. And it was so nice to be able to work in a garage that was like moderately temperature. It was the best.
I was like, where are you going with this? How's this relating to the heater? But now I understand.
Yes.
Cool. Well,
plus like today, we got in Alyssa's car, going to Home Depot or something, probably Home Depot. And I'm like, I don't even think about it. You just get in the car and it's like not freezing cold. It's the best.
is that an insulated garage?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you can... Is it kind of like a normal heater where it just kicks on? You set it for like 60 degrees and it kicks on whenever?
Yep.
What do you have it set at?
When I was out there working every day, I had it set at 65.
Whoa.
And when I was like finishing it, I had it set at 65, so like the finish would cure faster. But now I turned it down about 55.
Oh. Just so Alyssa has to turn on her heated seats.
Well, here's the other thing. Get this. So like 2 weeks ago, the heated seats in my car stopped working. Maybe it's longer than that.
What?
Yeah. And I bought the car for my dad. So I just like mentioned it to my dad over Thanksgiving. And he was like, you know what? There might still be extended warranty on there. So he's like, let me take it to the dealership. Because like for all they know, he's the one that paid for the extended warranty.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, the extended warranty is still on it. And so they took it in. They're like, we'll check it out. They're like, oh, we got to order a part. It'll be here in a couple days. So either you can leave the car here and this will count as one appointment, and we'll just fix it as soon as the part gets in. Or you can make a new appointment, bring the car back. And my dad's like, when do you have another available appointment? They're like, oh, like 3 weeks out. And so my dad calls me. I'm like, yeah, we can get away with just having one car.
Oh, they didn't give you a loaner?
No.
Dicks.
So, they order the part. I don't even think about it. And like a few days later, my dad's like, yeah, they haven't called me yet. So he called them. They're like, oh, we haven't gotten the part yet. We don't have a tracking number or whatever. Then it's like a week and a half. They still don't have the thing. And so my dad calls them again. They're like, okay, we just reordered it. So finally today I got the car back after like 2 weeks. But the heated seats do work now. So that's
yeah.
good.
I'm at I don't know. I think a loaner car is that's how you make, I don't know, someone, it's a very simple thing to do to make someone happy.
Yeah.
Like I've got my oil changed at a Ford dealership and they're like, we'll give you a ride, like a shuttle ride wherever you want to go within 8 miles or something. And I'm like, that's not wherever I want to go.
Yeah.
And it's like, it depends on what it is. Usually, thankfully, it's not been a big deal.
Yeah.
It's been just whatever, but I'm kind of like, what the hell? Like, then when you go to a different, like, I don't know, I go to this like local shop in Savage, they give me a beat up, like it's probably a 95 Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, here's a loaner.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah. And I'm like, hell yeah. And they're like, yeah, if you go like over like 50 miles, we'd appreciate it if you like put in a gallon or two.
That's hilarious.
And I'm just like, hell yeah. Like, because then I'm like, I can do whatever I want on my schedule and my time now.
Right.
And then they hold my car hostage until they get their loaner back in one piece. So
right.
So yeah,
That's-
I don't like the. I'd throw a huge fit if I were in your situation. Not a fit, like I'd just be like, no, you need to make this right. You have my vehicle.
You know what's funny? So my dad dropped it off on Black Friday at 7 a.m. That was when he had an appointment.
Did he run over any people or?
No, but
Black Friday?
he called me. Like I was obviously sleeping in 7 o'clock on Black Friday.
Wow.
And he called me
Obviously.
twice. I didn't obviously answer. And so I woke up at like 8 and I called him back and he was like, my mom had just gotten a new phone and didn't get it set up all the way.
Oh.
So he tried calling her to come pick him up. And so her phone wasn't ringing. And then he tried calling me and I was asleep. So then he just like begged one of the guys at the dealership to drive him home.
Oh my gosh! And they did. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they gave him a ride.
I mean, I don't think you should beg for that.
I'm
right?
embellishing a little bit. He probably wasn't begging them, but
Well,
yeah.
If you have to ask more than once, I feel like it's not that it's begging, but it's that it's falling on deaf ears. Like,
right.
I don't know. I have a super high expectation of like both customer service and like how I'm treated in places now.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if I've developed that over the years or what, but it's like,
and it's a Lincoln dealership, so you'd think they'd be a little fancy schmancy.
they should have a
take
loaner
care
car
of
at
you.
that point.
Yeah.
I mean, all the German dealerships have a loaner car.
Yeah.
And
My
it's
dad-
like a nice car. I think that's like a selling tactic too. They're like, oh, we'll put you in one tier higher than what you're taking in to get your oil change or tire rotation or whatever. And
Yeah.
ooh, this is kind of a nice, like, it's a higher step up, but it's like a low ender step up,
Right.
And it's like, but it's still pretty dang nice.
Yeah. Not bad.
But yeah, I don't know. All right.
What else you got?
Oh, I got some stuff. Let's
Can't wait.
see here. LinkedIn has been.
I have a beef with LinkedIn. You want to know what it is?
Yes.
The app does not have dark mode.
Yeah, it does. You just have the inferior version of a cell phone.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Just for the record, everyone who's listening, Tim has an iPhone 24 and I have a Pixel 6. So Android versus iPhone.
Settings. Visibility? No. Communication? No.
Well, I'll just let
Account
you
preferences?
keep looking and doing that. Maybe the Apple version is, decades behind.
I don't see anywhere here in the settings where I can change
Are you in the
anything.
iPhone settings or the LinkedIn settings?
No, I'm looking at LinkedIn settings.
You can get lost in the dang iPhone settings.
Sign in and security, visibility, communications, data privacy, advertising data. Maybe I got to change it in the iPhone settings. Hold on. I'm still new to this thing.
All
I had
right,
an
well,
Android phone for 10 years.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to read a post that I thought was really stupid and that I saw it on LinkedIn. So
I'll try to listen, but I'm terrible at multitasking.
that's fine. It's more so just something that I think is kind of not professional. So this is a guy, his name is Joel, Jole. Nope, excuse me. Joel. Sorry.
That makes more sense.
I was like, that's not right. Joel. His comment is, or his post is, if someone keeps calling me Joe, Joe, even after I ask for a correction and their name is Tony, is it okay for me to call him Tiny? It's just one letter change, like he's doing to me. I'm not going to call him Tiny, even though it makes me smile. Sometimes even thinking about being childish is fun. I
think it's kind of silly.
I think it's silly. And I think it's silly because Joel and Joe are kind of like, I don't know, they're pretty similar, but Tony and Tiny are not very similar at all.
Tony and Tiny? They're one letter.
One letter, but Joel.
Not even
and
a real
Joe.
letter, a vowel.
Okay, Joel, it's still like Joel with an L at the end.
Sure.
So it's like maybe he's not saying, "Oh, my name is Joel," with an L at the end. Maybe people only hear Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With Tony, you can't do that. My name's Tony. Your name's Tiny?
I have
That's blatantly being incorrect.
a lot of times, like if I have to give my name for like you go to a restaurant and you're waiting for a table and they ask you what your name is.
Yeah.
I'll say Tim, and a lot of times they'll think I say Jim. Happens a lot, like more than it should.
And that's plausible. How many people think you say Tiny when you say Tony?
None.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's blatantly incorrect.
Maybe it's just one of those things that like you look at a word too many times and you start seeing a different word. You know what I mean?
But so to make my point though, like if I go and say, "Oh yeah, reservations for Zach," and they put Jack,
Yeah.
that's reasonably like could happen.
Have you seen? Okay, I just found something in the LinkedIn
dark
settings.
mode?
No. I haven't found dark mode yet, but I found feed preferences. There's a setting in
Corn.
here. Do you
Wheat.
want to see political content in your feed? You can turn it on or off on LinkedIn. That's pretty
Ew.
cool.
I must have mine turned off because I don't see any of that. Unless
Mine is on.
unless the algorithm
see
just
a few.
knows now that I just don't like. I'd condone that stuff. All right. Oh, okay. Now here's something that I've heard. I don't know where I heard it. I don't think it was on LinkedIn. I don't think it was on any social media. It may have been in a book I'm reading. But I want to know what this statement / quote means to you after you find out where dark mode isn't on your iPhone.
I'm listening.
Have you found it?
No.
Okay. So what do you think this means? And there's a couple variations of it, but I'll say the one that I think I've heard. The enemy of good is better. Sometimes it's the enemy of good is best. What do you think that means to you?
The enemy of good is better. I think good and better are incomparable because better is always more good than good.
Yeah. Okay, so use the other one then. The enemy of good is best.
Is best? I've heard the enemy of good is perfect.
Okay. So use
because
that.
like you're that one makes more sense to me because you're striving to be perfect when really you should be just trying to be good.
Okay.
It's not always applicable, but sometimes.
Gotcha. Yeah, when I heard that and I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, then why would anyone ever try to go for best or perfect or anything like that? But then I started like thinking about it relating to like my job and everything and what I do day to day, and it's like they pay me to be as perfect as possible, but it's kind of like there's different phrases that kind of tie into this. If you ask me, like one of them that I also really like is, what is it? Better to be mostly correct than precisely wrong.
Yeah.
So like I look at that kind of like that, or there's the juice ain't worth the squeeze. I look at it like that too, like being exact down to the exact penny or whatever it may be. What does that cost you to get there? That it doesn't even matter. Materiality, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. So that's where I took that phrase and I just kind of like applied it to like what does it mean really? Because it's like it's kind of saying, yeah, what's the enemy of good is best, better, perfect, whatever. And I was like, why is that? And then I was like, yeah, like I think it sums it up best with the better to be mostly right than precisely wrong.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I'm of the impression that there's no really such thing as perfect. You can always improve and you can always get better.
Yeah.
So striving for perfection is a losing game.
But it's a game everyone should play, don't you think?
You should try to be perfect. No, I think
not as a person, but like something should strive to be perfect. Like if you're trying to design the perfect car, shouldn't you strive for perfection, knowing that you'll never get there? Because then you'll always get better.
Yeah, but in a perfect car, that's of someone's opinion.
No, I know, but perfect in what sense?
Yeah.
Speed,
Fair.
comfort.
You can always get
Looks.
faster.
That's right.
That's right.
But if
I was unable to find the dark mode settings. I don't know if it's an iPhone thing, but I tried real hard.
Well, okay. I came across this, and I was very intrigued because I thought it was interesting. So, because I've never heard the concept before. What do you think, or maybe you've heard of it? So we've heard of alpha male, beta male, beta female, whatever. Have you heard of sigma male?
No.
What do you think sigma male is?
I'm assuming it comes after beta.
What?
I was just like trying to go down the Greek alphabet. I don't know what order it goes in.
It's alpha, beta, sigma. You're right. Yeah, that's how I think it goes.
So that's probably where it came from. So like
so let's pretend it's not.
An alpha male would be like someone that is really aggressive, trying to be like the leader of the pack. Beta male would be someone that's more submissive and more accepting of not being the top dog.
And sigma, let's pretend you're wrong and say sigma is not the second or third or whatever, but just a random letter in the alphabet of Greekness. What do you think sigma male means?
Just the lowest of the low, I guess. Like they're down, deep down. Like, because beta is used as like an insult, right? So I would assume sigma is even more of an insult, like lower level. Is that correct? Am I
so
on
no
the
no
right
no? So
track here?
I read. Actually, I discovered it on. I was actually watching some like interviews on Formula One. A lot of drama going on right now, but I was watching like some interviews, and toward like the bottom of my recommended, it said, Sebastian Vettel is a sigma male, and I was like, what does that mean? Because he's kind of respected in Formula One. So
yeah.
I watched it. It was like a 38-second video. And it was just, all it really was like a reporter asked like a leading stupid question.
Yeah.
And he just kind of was like, he speaks his mind. Like, that's really a dumb question. Like, just straight up kind of.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't get that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And so like I Googled it, and there's various definitions, but one of them that I don't know if I choose the definition, but I liked was it's, I should just pull it up because I'm an idiot.
He doesn't give an F.
Well, essentially, sigma male. Damn it. It didn't say it.
Try what is a sigma male.
Too late. I'm just looking at it. Okay, so sigma male is a slang term used in a masculinist subculture for a popular, successful, but highly independent and self-reliant man. Another term for a sigma male is a lone wolf. The term has been also used to mock labels to categorize men or something, whatever. So, and then I saw another definition that was like...
So it's the anti-label label.
Kind of. There was another definition that I thought was better, which was, despite like the social environment and what society deems as alpha male, you succeed despite that because you are your own person and you don't care about social norms. It was like a definition that I read, and I was like, dang, that's a sick definition. Like, yeah.
I have no interest in being an alpha, but sounds like some sigma is something.
Yeah. Like Urban Dictionary. Ooh, I didn't read this one. This is live for you guys.
Spicy.
Sigma males play by their own rules and no one else's, not even their own.
That's hilarious.
I love that. That's so
amazing.
Good. Yeah, and by that case, I am a sigma male. At
there
that
you
point.
go. You forgot your own rules.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's funny. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, what else do you have? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? If we're going, next episode is going to be 2020 dose.
You know, I don't really, I've never done New Year's resolutions. I know when we lived together, we talked about it a couple times because we lived together for a couple years, but
Like 3 years almost, right?
yeah, it's a little more than two and a couple months or something like that. I don't know. But
Yeah. So okay, do you have any goals? I guess for 2022 specifically to that year.
Finish working on the house. I think we might get there early 2022. Get a puppy for my birthday. Does that count as a goal?
I don't think so.
No. I don't know. I'm on the road of continuous self
improvement.
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't come up with that.
I was
word.
like, what are we where are we going with this one? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I guess
What
I
about you?
don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm on that same road.
Continuous self improvement.
Yeah, but I just want to. I don't know. I like to curse less. Yeah, I don't know.
Damn right.
Has yizzle.
Excuse me?
I don't know. I think I just want to be able to. I want to have more. I guess experiences that I haven't already had.
Yeah.
And I know for a while there, I was trying to do like a restaurant and a bar.
Yeah, you started that like right before COVID.
Yeah.
Sorry,
how did that
I
work out?
interrupted you.
No, you're fine.
It was all your fault.
I did it for 3 months and then
You
COVID
did,
hit.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
Say it again. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. It was I wanted to go to like one new bar and one new restaurant every month.
And
for
a
12
concert.
months.
That was one of the.
Yeah, it was like a concert and like a new bar or restaurant.
Yeah.
So I think, and I was ahead of pace before everything shut down because remember I invited you to Theo Katzman.
Yep.
Either March 5th or
March 7th.
February 20.
It was March 7th.
March 7th, whatever.
It's March 7th, 2020.
And you politely gave me the middle finger and said, "You know what? Go to hell."
I was in Milwaukee.
Whatever.
I would have loved to go.
Anyway, so yeah, but that was like my 4th concert by March.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd seen before that though.
We went to a couple.
Oh yeah, we went to that old timer one that you like. It was fun, but it was an old person concert. Well,
Yeah,
I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't old.
JJ
we were
Gray.
like the youngest ones there.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it was JJ Gray and Mofro, and then.
Oh no, I was thinking of the one. What was that? The one that was at the bar in St. Paul. JJ Gray was at First Ave, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was the First Ave.
Yeah.
The one in St. Paul, like at the music cafe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was like.
And then that dude like crowd surfed where there wasn't even a crowd, and I thought he was going to get dropped.
That was Vintage Trouble.
Yeah, Vintage Trouble.
That was really good.
That one we were the youngest people there
And
by like 20 years.
that was probably better than.
Yeah, they
JJ
were really good.
And
yeah,
they were fantastic. I'd go see them again.
JJ Gray. I had a bad taste in my mouth because that lady was mad at me for being tall.
Well, okay, was that the same lady that was screaming, JJ Gray? And we're just we know who he is.
I think it was separate people.
Gosh. Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, I don't know if maybe that was the 3rd concert. I don't know if Theo Katzman then. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Unfortunately, I bought tickets to go to Corey Wong.
Why is that unfortunate?
But I have a wedding that day, so if
Congrats.
you want,
what the hell? Is this news?
Not my wedding.
Oh.
If you want them, take them.
How much did you pay for them?
Don't remember.
Can I pay them for?
I got 4. Do you want all 4? You want 2? I can probably find someone else to buy the other 2.
When is it, the concert?
February 19th.
Gotta make sure I'm not going to Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa? You didn't invite me?
Do you want to go?
I love
floor seats are like 125. That's where Jake and I are going. It's standing room. GA is like 125 on the floor.
I'm in.
Get 'em.
When is it?
It's a Tuesday night.
Depends. Is it really?
It's a Tuesday night sometime.
Where is it? The Armory?
Target Center, I think. Target Center. Sorry, I'm just looking it up really quick. You said February 19th is...
It's a Saturday.
What time is Cory Wong at? Like 7,
I
8?
believe, 7.
Okay. I'm working the Winter Beer Dabbler
Oh.
at the Minnesota State Fair, so I could do it after
Probably
that.
swing it.
Huh?
You could probably swing it.
Oh, hell yeah. Could boogie after that. Whatever, yeah.
All right, we can chat business after this.
Yes, sounds good. No, okay. Now I'm just trying to think.
I got tickets for
The gun show.
I had another one that I bought tickets for that we were going to go to. I don't remember what it was.
The Revivalists?
Yeah.
That's in like September next year, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it got pushed back.
Again?
Yeah, I think so. I think I just saw it the other day.
Damn. Okay.
Unfortunately.
I don't know if any of these movies interest you, but... Oh, wait. Actually, we should talk about this before we get there.
Yeah.
Thoughts on The Wheel of Time, 5 episodes in.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this last time. I think I'm in a weird position because I've read a bunch of the books, and there's stuff that they stray a little bit, like even early in the show, like from how the books are written. Like this is not a spoiler because it happens like right away in the first episode. So there's the guy Perrin that works, like, I don't even know if they really show it. He's the one that uses the axe. You know, he works at a
stable.
blacksmith.
He's a stable boy.
And in the show he has a wife, but in the book he does not have a wife. It's just like weird. Like, why? I wonder why they made that change in the show. Like,
I can guess, but
yeah, like, I mean, clearly, like, very mild spoiler alert because it happens in the first episode. He kills his wife on accident.
On purpose.
No, it's an accident. But, like, they use it in the show as, like, he's, like, distraught because he killed his wife. So, I mean, like, obviously I have not finished the books. I've only read the first 4. So maybe that makes sense with something that happens later in the books. But, yeah. I mean, the books are very slow. Like, there's so much world building that goes on in the books, and, like, so much stuff is happening in the people's heads that it would be really hard to, that I like, as I'm reading it, because I knew that there was the show coming, I'm wondering kind of how are they going to portray this in the show, and kind of they just skip over it, which it just feels weird. I mean, I like the show so far. I think there's a lot of bits that seem kind of corny, like when they show people using the one power and they're like swinging their arms around and like making like glowing light around them and stuff, which like wouldn't happen because you can't physically see the power they're using. Like, you can see if they like make lightning and stuff, but yeah, that's my take.
So of the 5 episodes released, a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being great.
I give it about high 6, low 7, maybe.
Okay.
6.8 to 7.2.
What was Game of Thrones ranked?
In my head, like the whole show.
You can exclude season 7.
Season 8.
Is that 8?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I think I really liked Game of Thrones. The thing is, the first time I watched it, because there was so much, there's so many characters, it was like tough to understand what was going on. It wasn't until after I had kind of watched like the first 5 or 6 seasons and then rewatched it that I really got into it. But all of Game of Thrones, I think I would give like an 8.5.
Okay.
Really high.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's where the bar is for that kind of show.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like the Wheel of Time. I just think, like, for me, I don't really think it's that great right now.
Yeah.
Like, for multiple reasons. Like, the CGI, there are parts that are really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like sometimes shows,
when they show the wolves running, it looks so fake.
well,
Have you
there's
noticed
that. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, or it's like cut and pasted into like the same scene as a person. So
Yeah.
it's like the person's like just looking where the wolf is walking or running, but it's like the guy's actually not there. That's why they're running. I don't know. It looks kind of bad there, but usually from like a cinematic movie and like TV show, like if there's something that they say or do that you're like, we never got an explanation for that, like usually in a pretty timely manner, it kind of comes up and they address it in like a very sneaky, cool, funny way where it's like, oh, that's what that meant.
Yeah.
That is not happening for me. Like nothing's clicking for me.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, the wheel of time. Like, what the hell is this wheel?
There is some stuff.
Like, they say like it's all so cryptic to me where I'm like, you're not explaining anything. You're just like saying, chalking it up to the wheel spits you back out. I'm like,
and
I guess
honestly,
I didn't read the book, dude.
That's kind of how the book is like starts too. Like they don't really explain a whole lot of what's going on. They just do like bits and pieces at a time.
Okay.
But I'm curious if like people that have read Game of Thrones before watching the show had the same reaction, that it felt like it was moving really fast. Because like Wheel of Time, the series, the books, there's 14 books. So obviously they're not going to make 14 seasons of the show, so they have to speed it up if they're trying to include everything. Yeah. I kind of doubt they will, but yeah, it seems like everything's happening really fast.
Yeah, and I just, like I said, I feel like a lot of things are going not explained, and like,
yeah, that's fair.
To me also, like, I don't know the characters enough to like know why, like when they're reacting a certain way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like some weird mystical thing or if it's like them being just like whatever.
I would say probably 90% of the time it's not like a weird mystical thing.
So yeah, like to me that's just I don't know the characters enough to, I don't know. This is just me. When I've watched it, I'm still watching it because I'm like, okay, there's some characters, cool, whatever, but I'm also like, I'm kind of lost. And I'm just like along for the ride right now because I don't really get it.
Yeah, I think
that's 100%. I'm chalking it up to them not doing a good job of storytelling.
I think really like the reception is going to be based on how they finish the first season. Like, because when I was reading the first book, I wasn't really that into it until the very end. And I was like, oh, that was cool. So I think if they finish the season strong, then maybe it'll turn my view around. Okay,
it'll kind of redeem itself, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
one other thing you pointed out to me, like you texted me about it. You said like some of the casting didn't seem right.
Yeah, it didn't click. Like I said, I've never read the books. This is just me being like an enthusiast with cinema and all that stuff, and I felt like some cast people were not casted correctly, and
yeah,
I just kind of, I mean, what do you say as a viewer? Like, I think that was done wrong.
Yeah,
and then you're like the person that's just like critiquing everything, but I'm watching it and like taking it all in, but I'm just like, a couple characters, I'm like, not really, I don't really get it.
Yeah, so I think I kind of had the same reaction too, but I wasn't sure if it was because I had read the books. And like I had like spent so much time picturing these people in my head, kind of what I thought they looked like, and then like obviously they're not going to look exactly like that on screen.
What?
Yeah. So like, it was a little weird that way, but
yeah. So I'll keep watching it.
Yep. I also am going to keep watching it.
So we'll keep tabs on it. I just right now I'd give it probably a 6 right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the cinematography is really cool. You're right. Like some of the CGI is corny, garbage. But the cinematography, like a lot of the settings that they are in, are very cool.
Yeah, and yeah, they at least the one thing that I do appreciate about modern cinema is I can tell, generally speaking, when something is on a set and when it's in real life.
Yeah,
and I feel like this is done in real life for the most part.
Yeah,
if it's not, they fooled the hell out of me.
Yeah, like so much of Game of Thrones was on sets.
Yeah,
like which is crazy because it looked so real. Like all of Winterfell was a set. Like those buildings were all fake. It's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. I don't know if we talked about this. Maybe I talked with Sam in our last episode, or maybe it was our last episode, where we talked about. Did you hear about the director's cut of like Lord of the Rings? How long it would be?
Yeah.
be like 8 days or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they have so much footage.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. But so everyone's joking like, when's Peter Jackson going to release the uncut director's cut of Lord of the Rings?
Have you watched the Beatles documentary that he did?
No, was it good?
I only watched like the first hour. There's 3 episodes. I don't know if he calls them episodes, but each episode is like 2.5 or 3 hours. It's really interesting. It's about them like getting ready to do their like famous outdoor rooftop concert.
Oh, cool.
So they literally prepare for like they write an entire album and prepare for the live concert in like 3 weeks or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Is that on what service?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Okay.
Yeah. That's cool.
Dope. I've always been curious. Like Peter Jackson kind of seemed like he faded from the light after Lord of the Rings. He did like
we talked about
some
that
guerrilla
with
movie.
Sam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Right,
Throwback.
Throwback, right? Last week.
Well, yeah, because we looked it up, and then like the Beatles thing was the most recent thing he'd worked on.
Yeah. I mean, when you have something so great, why keep going, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he made so much money from Lord of the Rings, he can just do whatever he wants now.
Oh yeah. He chooses his projects.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say some movies coming up in December that I don't know if they're on your radar, but they're on mine.
It is December.
Okay, this coming up in this month of December.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hit me. I don't really pay attention to movies coming out.
Yeah, I know. I don't watch trailers.
It's true. Trailers ruin the movie for me.
Matrix Resurrections.
I'd watch that.
Me 3. Maybe we can have a movie night.
Is that going to be in theaters or is it going to be like?
I think it's probably going to be released on HBO Max and theaters,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. I know you're not interested, but Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Is that the one with like the like Tobey Maguire's in it and stuff?
Yeah, apparently, allegedly.
I'd watch that.
Oh,
I like Tobey Maguire.
you
That's
don't
my
like
favorite.
Spider-Man movies? Oh, they're
No, I like
bad
Spider-Man
guy.
movies.
Good guy wins all the time.
That's true, but usually the Spider-Man movies are pretty well done. I'd watch it.
There's one other one that I can't put my finger on right now.
My brother told me he saw the Resident Evil movie and it's terrible, so don't watch
It's a
that.
big shocker there. Sorry, Kevin. God.
He said it wasn't even like funny bad, it was just bad.
I think that movie franchise has like started off on a shitty note and just someone's like, how can we make this better? Eat corn before we shoot, then we'll get it like, it's like, I've tried watching those.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that was it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ugh.
I actually, fun fact about the Matrix movies. I took a religion of the world, or maybe it was a religion in America. I took both actually courses in college, and one of them we watched the original Matrix movie because there's all kinds of like religious symbolism in it. So like for like 3 class periods we watched the Matrix. It was cool.
He's beginning to believe. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The Lake House is on HBO Max. Sorry, I completely disregarded what you just said.
That's fine.
No, that's cool. So I got to watch the Lake House.
Okay.
It's like an hour and 28 minutes, so it's kind of like a Disney.
Is that the
cartoon
one
movie.
where they put the letters in the
Yes.
box? Okay.
Not The Notebook. You.
Right. But remember, I was not the only one that thought that. Okay.
Yes, you were.
So
Who
I was
the other
vindicated.
person?
There was like multiple.
Yeah, I think you're making that up right now.
No. There was multiple.
No.
It was at least my friend Sam, maybe his fiance. I don't remember.
Okay, the same household counts as one person.
No.
Yeah.
No way. That's multiple people.
Okay, if you and Belinda both believe the Easter Bunny is real,
That's multiple people.
but it's the same household.
That has nothing to do with it.
I think it does.
No.
You share common beliefs.
Okay.
All right, well,
You ready?
you wrap it up, yeah.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Have
Christmas,
a great
everyone.
rest of your 2021, y'all.
Yep.
We'll be back for 2022 with a vengeance and more specific things to talk about.
Maybe. Probably not.
Yep, we're just going to call it. This 1 year was good. One and done.
Yep. See ya.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.